Hey guys, it's Pastor Lance of Breakthrough Ministry, and I just wanted to come up here because sometimes we try our best to please everybody else. We try our best to be there for everybody else. We try our best to bend over backwards for everybody else. And I'm just here to tell you to, for one, take a break. Just take a moment for yourself. Pause everything in life to take a moment for yourself, because if you don't get yourself together, if you don't appreciate yourself, respect yourself, give yourself a pat on the back for being yourself, you're not going to be able to move forward to continue to take care of everybody else. You're going to one day throw in the towel. You're going to one day have a breaking point. You're going to have a mental breakdown. If you're not already having one, you're going to get to that point where you're just going to want to give up. Because it becomes so overwhelming. And it's not just overwhelming because of what you're doing. It's so overwhelming because you're unappreciated. You're unvalued. They don't value you for what it is that you're putting in. Isn't it something? I know all of us that had somebody walk out of our life, or somebody who did us wrong, who you was there for morning, noon, and night, who you took care of, who you was the shoulder they cried on. And then all of a sudden, they can leave you at the drop of a dime. Forget about all that you did, all that you was there for. It could be your own children, your own parents, your spouse, the ex-person in a relationship. It can be a co-worker who you always covered for. And then all of a sudden, just like time, nothing. So that's why I'm telling you, reevaluate how you are currently moving in life. Reevaluate your position in everybody else's life, and reevaluate your standards for your own life. Because if you keep going out here with the perception of what they think, I'm going to do this because they're going to think I'm not helping, they're going to think I'm not this, they're going to think I'm not that. If your perception is on what everybody else think, then you're going to keep living to the ability of everybody else's thoughts. And everybody else is never going to think about you and value you for who you truly are, how much you truly bring to the table, how much sleep you've been losing, how your body's hurting from what you're doing, what you're sacrificing for doing it for them. This is going to break down. Your body's going to break down. You're going to start shutting down and lose the value of self, and then you're going to lose the value of life. One thing I've seen in life is life be sucked out of good people. Because good people got good hearts. And people with needs can recognize the people with good hearts. Can recognize the people that are giving. And one thing I learned about takers is they will take from you until they can't take anymore. You think takers will take enough until they full. They will take enough. Takers will take everything to suck you dry and move on to the next person they're going to take from. Without an apology, without an act of forgive me, without any remorse. And that's what you'll be waiting for. One day they're going to be able to see. One day they're going to be able to acknowledge. One day no. You're going to be still waiting for that day. Still around here, mad, upset, feel let down, left out, feel used. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care if it's your spouse, your parents, your children, put God first. He always come first. And then you next. You got to make sure you taking care of you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. How you going to be there for somebody else? How you going to be able to say, I forgive them for their mistakes if you ain't forgave yourself for the things that you done did in life? A lot of us are holding grudges against ourselves, mad at ourselves for the mistakes that we made back then. For when? No. Don't let your kids hold you to it. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. This is who I am today. If you can't forgive me right now, I'm sorry. But I'm going to let go and I'm going to get this to God and I'm going to keep living my life. It's not that I don't care. It's that I ain't got that much time left. So why am I going to spend it with you draining out of me the things that I cannot give back to you? And why would I allow somebody else to keep draining it out of me? No. One day my legs ain't gonna be able to move anymore. One day my arms ain't gonna move the same. My mind ain't gonna think the same. I can develop dementia. I can have so much going on that I am living life thinking about me and how I perceive me and how I see me. And I don't care what the outsiders think about me, the way that I dress, the way that I look, the way that I wear my hair, the things that I wear. I'm not gonna sit here and let nobody else dictate on how I should look, how I should speak. As long as I am pleasing in God's sight, then oh well, what man gotta think. Because man wake up one day happy and they wake up the next day mad. They wake up living like I'm enjoying life. They wake up the next day tired of life. And you think I'm going to let the person that wake up that can't identify who they are, identify who I am? There is no way that's going to happen in my life and the woman that I am today. No, not at 41 years of age. That's not going to happen in my life. And I'm here to tell you that it shouldn't happen in your life either. Put a pause and put a break to other people's opinion of who you are and wake up every morning trying to be the best woman and man of God and a person that you can try your best to be. Because you would never, ever, 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 ever be able to measure to man's standards of who they think you should be. Period. Billionaires and all of them out there, still, they would never measure. We're still talking about them on social media. We're talking about them on TikTok. We're talking about them on Instagram. They can never be perfect. Now, why are you expecting somebody that ain't got that much money like us, excuse me, to be perfect? I'm living life, reevaluating every day I wake up, giving God the thanks, praise, and glory that he woke me up this morning. Another day to try to be a better person than I was yesterday. Because I want to be better, not because you want me to be better. Because I'll never be able to be the person that you want me to be. And I am enjoying life. I am enjoying me. I am loving me. I am in love with me. I am in love with me so much that if you don't love me, I am still loved. And that's the mentality you have to have. Thanks for tuning in. Pastor Lance of Breakthrough Ministry.